What's up, everybody? Nostalgia Goggles 43 here. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We had kind of an odd week. Unexpected doubleheader Monday night. Unexpected day off last night. We had some company and time got away from me, and I just didn't make it to you all. Fortunately, we had the doubleheader, so we are still on schedule for the season. I had a bit of a mishap with the capture card, I think. Yeah. When I first turned it on, it looked normal. Let's do this. What's up, Greatest? I first turned it on, it looked normal, and I was thinking, uh-oh. Usually when it looks like this when I first turn it on, it gets better, and if it looks normal when I first turn it on, it gets worse. So I still have not found any pattern, so we will just load this series. Now here's a question, Spitz the Greatest. Are we going to play the Bulls again? Or do we start simulating? I'll let you mull that over. Play the Bulls? Alright. What we're going to try to do tonight is try to get some more people on the leaderboard for points. So unfortunately, I think I can see the season stats within a game, but it does not show me when I'm not in the game. So I'm just going to have to guess. But I've made up a few lineups that do not have Dale Ellis or Tracy Murray in them, with the goal of spreading the points around. Might even go without player locking. I don't know. What's your feeling on that? Still in favor of playing the whole season. There is value in it. I can't argue with you there. I'll leave Massenberg there. And Oliver Miller. No player lock. Deal. Ruffin, King, Massenberg, Miller. Alright, before we get started, something that is its normal color, the logo for the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. Please support them. They're doing research trying to cure blindness in the very old and the very young. They're doing great work. 10% of anything I make tonight's going to them, or you can support them directly via the direct link in my profile. Thanks for coming out tonight, Spitz the Greatest. Appreciate it as always. So that's what the stars say, but the first two times we played the Bulls, we made short work of them. That Jordan guy? Back to the jersey. Yes, sir. So it's funny that was the first night that you tuned in, or at least the first night that I saw you in the comments, Mike Lacey. I almost always wear this. It's a genuine Damon Stoudemire low-grade jersey. It does look like an Atari 2600 tonight. This is a thing that happens with my capture card periodically. I haven't been able to diagnose the exact root cause. Hopefully it will get better before the game ends. We'll see. There we go. Notifications off. Yes. Well, if it's helpful, I do have a pretty regular schedule, although I missed last night. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 9 p.m. There we go. Strong start for Oliver Miller. Okay, you're just going to give me the lane. I'll take it. All right. We're on the charge. 3. Trevor Ruffin. Take that, Michael Jordan. Who needs Dale Ellis anyway? Oh! Almost a blowout already. That was a nice putback. Who's going for 100 plus tonight? Well, another of the patron goals that we had was to try to get the entire squad on the league leaderboard for points per game. So I've got a few lineups that do not have either of. Right now we've got the number 1 and number 2 slots. So we're going non-player lock, trying to get some of the guys in the rotation with fewer points, give them a chance to be in the spotlight. There we go. Have we missed a shot yet? I don't think we've missed a shot yet. There it is. Timeout Bulls. I put in Steve Kerr. Kerr, of course, one of the inspirations for him too. Oh, Michael Jordan. I envision great things for that guy. Tony Massenberg. That one goes out to Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you, Mr. Troy, for your support. It is. Oh. Yep, we have definitely not missed a shot yet. Oh, there it is. Oh, MJ. Get in. Oh. No lucky bounce. This one's not going to be a lucky bounce either. There it is. Not so greedy. That was Ruffin who jacked up that 3. There we go. Jimmy King. Racking up the steals tonight. Showing why he's our team leader in plus minus. I am up almost 20 midway through the first. That is a true statement. We are on pace to score 200 tonight. Without either of our 2 top scoring players on the court. Take that, Tony. No? Alright. Dish it, though. There we go, Murdoch. We're just taking them apart. Is the game set too easy? No, sir. We can confirm afterwards. All-star difficulty. This is actually part of the reason we started doing player lock, though. We actually did score 199 points against the Kings earlier in the season. The game's easier when you're not player lock. Why NBA Live 96? It's a great question. So I originally had this idea because I was thinking about the Las Vegas Golden Knights, the NHL team that made it to the Stanley Cup Finals in their first ever season in the league. And I was thinking, I've always been more of a basketball fan, and I was wondering, would that even be possible in the NBA? Like, could you do an expansion draft and have an expansion draft caliber team and win a championship your first year? And I thought the best way to do that would probably be in the past, because the game, got to go player lock. All right. Or do we just go rec league? Have to pass the ball 3 times before take a shot. Anyway, so I thought, the basketball that I grew up watching in the 90s was very different from the basketball today. You don't get a lot of mid-range jumpers, not nearly as many 3-point shots. You had guys like Steve Kerr, who still has the all-time best 3-point percentage for a career, and he's only taking like 3-pointers a game. So if you brought today's mentality back into the 90s, I thought, as a thought experiment, it might work. And NBA Live 96 for the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis are the only basketball video games in existence that allow you to actually run your own expansion draft. Any other ones, including the PC and PS1 version of this game, the expansion rosters are already set by the time you get it started. So I thought, that'd be kind of fun, take the Raptors in, and maybe I could do it on Twitch. And I had that thought about this time last year, and then the Raptors had to go and actually win the championship. So I thought, okay, if I'm ever going to do this, this is the year. Who do you want me to player lock? That's the greatest. We'll finish out the quarter. So far, we've taken Ellis and Murray and Pinckney to 100. Or should I just focus on one player, whoever's closest to being on the league leaderboard? Someone different? We can't miss. What an incredible lineup. Tony Kukoc. This is original SNES. No emulation here at Nostalgia Goggles for 3. Running an original Super Nintendo with an original Super Nintendo arcade stick. Replaced the battery before the season started so we wouldn't have anything unfortunate happening. There we go. No time. Oh. Yep. No time. Just reach for a drink. Remembered I didn't bring one down. Look at that. 89% from the field. Pitiful free throw percentage, though. All right. Let's see. All right, so Jimmy King's got 18 points. Murdoch's got 16. What about for the season? There we go. Ruffin's the closest to the leaderboard. CNC's got some catching up to do. But Pinckney, not far behind. Although, 118 of those points were from a single game. We'll player lock Ruffin. Player lock Earl. Alright. Oh yeah, he is definitely the farthest. Wrong button. Oh, Mr. Java, yours packed away in your closet. This actually is not my original SNES, I must admit. I had to reobtain. You have a Sega CD hooked up to your TV right now. My condolences. At least it's not a Saturn. I'm just kidding. Spit's the greatest. You know I love the Saturn. Where is he? Is that Earl? Yeah. Alright, we're now player locking. AC Earl. Ha! You plug the SNES into your 65-inch pixels. Yeah, don't do that. I remember years ago, a friend had just gotten a DLP like 55-inch, somewhere in that ballpark, and we tried playing Pilot Wings, and it just gave everybody motion sickness. It was bad news. Looked almost as bad as this looks right now. I appreciate you two sacrificing your retinas to be here. Alright, Earl. Let's see his score. There it is. He's broken 100 for the season. They're just not playing defense. I don't understand. Replace the battery on which? Your NBA Live 96? Good ball movement. You gotta take a shot sometime. Whoa! Matrix pass directly out of bounds. Nice work, Scotty. Maybe the colors are just fluctuating because they're trying to accurately reproduce Dennis Rodman's hair. It was just too much for the 16-bit era to handle. Remember when a guy coloring his hair was a big deal? Yes, yes I do. Take that, Damon. Nicely done. Damon Stoudemire, everybody. Dennis Rodman just intimidated me into missing that shot. I think so. They're actually closing the gap, right? Is that what's happening here? Nice hook. Never mind. Not so nice of a hook. Alright. I'm going to wing it a little bit here. I don't have any other Earl lineups, but I'm going to try something different. Stoudemire can stay. Put Ellis in. Leave Simmons. Try Pinckney. There we go. The way that they calculate assists is completely incomprehensible. Nice. What is going on? It's like these guys have never played basketball before. Oh, bad pass. Home crowd does not like that. Not one little bit. All right, take it, Pinckney. All the way in. Yes! That's for you, Spitz the Greatest. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you for purchasing me that bucket. Check out my Patreon if you'd like to buy one as well. Or don't. Just enjoy the show. Whatever you prefer. I'm happy he jammed it, too. Too often, Pinckney just goes up and finishes soft at the rim. Exactly. Like that. AC Earl has missed almost all of the shots that we've missed this game. But honestly, he was not originally intended to be on the team for this long. The trade that got us Eric Murdoch, if that had gone differently, he would have gone to Milwaukee. For Sean Rustford. Although it's not too late. That is still on the table for the trade deadline. In real life, it was a move immediately following this season. Nope. Take it, Ellis. Oh, that was definitely me. I think that's the first time I've done that this season. There you go, Pinckney. Nicely done. Good screen. Oh, Steve Kerr! Come on. Let's not play dirty. 2.2 points per game. .0 free throws this game. I do like watching the guy in the middle look back and forth. Ugh. Put that in. No, don't. Like you wanted to sit down. Ugh. All right. Murdoch back in. Try T. Murray. Well, that's true. Perspective. This has been a really incredibly solid game for us. Picnic. Really glad there's no defensive 3 seconds in this game. There you go, Murray. Nice. Watch, I spent this quarter player locked on Earl. I bet he's not even going to be the player of the half. Easy, Murdoch. I didn't even turn the defensive pressure up. There we go. Getting some of our first quarter groove back. Think we may have found our lineup. Yes! Tracy Murray. You call that timeout. Regroup before the half. What's your questions, Fitz the Greatest, about that timeout? Phil Jackson's losing his touch. Yep, there you go. We were player locked on AC Earl for a whole quarter. And I didn't player that. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Tracy Murray. I know you're not a fan. Anyway, Steve Kerr, Steph Curry's future coach. Field goal percentage took a nosedive, but our 3-point percentage somehow went up. Go figure. We are outdoing them in every measurable way. What is the most common last name in the NBA? Nosedive. Well, I mean, we were only shooting, we were at 80-some% before, so we must have been shooting like 50-some. I think you're right. I think it is Williams. The most common last name among my patrons is a three-way tie between Philanthropist, Great, and Dortmunder. Thank you all for your support. Couldn't do it without you. And also, shout out to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest, with whom I'm not affiliated at all other than as a donor, and I think you should be too. They do good stuff. Check them out. He was so afraid of Ron Harper, he would not attempt the layup. There you go, Murdoch. Take that all the way in. Or just stop at the three-point line for no reason. Ah. Well. Not sure. At least, thank you. Pinckney! Oh yeah! That one purchased for us by Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you, Doctor, for your support. Oh, Scotty! Meanwhile, Scotty is so unconcerned about AC Earl, he just dunks out over him like he's not even there. What? Oh. It's a good thing we're up by 40, or we wouldn't be up by 40. Game was nice not to give me an air ball there. It's true. Yeah, there we go. Breakaway. No one there. AC Earl. Whoa! Where's the whistle, ref? Think just because he's Michael Jordan he can get away with that? Oh! Great ball movement. Jordan does get to calls. Oh, look at that. If he had missed after all of that setup, we have now made more shots than the Bulls have attempted tonight. I think that particular give and go is going to be hard for the AI to keep up with. Nice passing, thank you. Jordan getting frustrated. He just doesn't understand. He has a feeling like this should have been his year. Like the timeline's been altered somehow. And then he does things like that. Uncharacteristic. We got in his head. I know those were for MJ's shot, but they certainly apply to what I just did down there as well. Even though it technically hit the rim. There we go. Jimmy King. Flying high. Celebrate it. Well, slow start, but this quarter is going much better than second quarter did. Murdoch for three. Nice. He's not even an outside shooter, but I couldn't turn down a look like that. Nice. Very nice, Steve Kerr. I assume after tonight, AC Earl will be going to Milwaukee at the trade deadline. Give him one good night. I think this is it. He has been. He actually was one of our top performing players earlier in the season, and it just fizzled out. The player lock era hurt him most of all. There you go, Tracy. Nope. I don't think he's even on pace for 100, like, considering that we weren't playing him in the first quarter. We had almost 50 when we put him in. Nice. We're a little over 100 now, but he didn't, he hasn't scored all of our points. Ugh. I wonder what his field goal rating is. Ugh. Oh, I thought it was lined up. Isometric perspective. Hits you every time. Oh, Pippen actually stuck with me. Come on, dude. Put it in the basket. Ah. Ugh. There we go. Good look by Jordan. Pippen. Ace Earl for 3. If that had gone in, I'm not even sure I would have been excited. 108 to 64 after the third. Field goal percentage continues to decline. It's common last name in the NBA. Spitz the greatest, says Williams. I'm also going to go with Williams. And we are correct together, Spitz the greatest. Good work. High five. $65 for field goal. It's 50. The scale is 50 to 99. That is the lowest on the team. Internet high five, indeed. Man, what would we do before the internet? How would we high five at such a distance? Oh, no! Ugh. Good luck. Unselfish basketball right there. There we go. Nicely done. The guys are really coming through for me tonight. There we go. I wonder how low the field goal ratings go. Like, because he's a 65 and he's shooting the way he's shooting. Like, what is it? What does 55 look like? Not like that. Look at that. Ah. Now that was a Steph Curry shot. Not for 3, but it's the speed. I didn't even see him shoot that. Earl shutting himself down. Let's be real. There you go, Pink. Thank you. Bench him. You sure? I thought this was his night. $40 points. Let's see. Maybe Rogers. Rogers is our center who's closest to the leaderboard. Let's see. Don't have any lineups prepared with Rogers at center, so we will wing it once more. The Stoudemire lineups weren't doing so hot, so we'll put Ruffin in. Allison. Let Jimmy King take a little break. And I guess go Miller. I mean, we've had players score 40 points in one quarter. Which way are we going? Must be this way. There we go. Roger says our dribble rating is actually high enough that something happens when I press the crossover button. There it is. Oh. Tony Kukoc. Why are we taking it over there? That's odd. Oh. Well, that's not going to end well no matter who you are. Alright, Muller. Nice. Ah, Canadian Bill Wennington. One of only 2 Canadian players in the league this season. Whoa. Yeah. That's right, Rogers. You go. Nice. Feels like they've closed the gap, but they haven't. The thing is, they kind of have. We were up by over 50 at one point. Now we're up 38. Oh, bad luck. They've worked on closing it a little bit. It's just a big gap. Oh, don't do that. Not the and one. Oh, Scotty. That was dirty. I shouldn't have done that. Should have done that, though. That was almost a over and back. And they did it again. I'm not sure what play they're running. It's not working, though. Of course, the obvious strategy when you're down by 35 is to run out the shot clock as much as possible. Although I guess I'm up by 35 and I'm taking shots as quickly as possible. So. There we go. Nice. Sometimes you gotta just accept defeat. I was at my niece's basketball game a couple weeks ago and went in high school, went into overtime. And her team was up by, I don't know, maybe 5 with 10 seconds left to go. And they had the ball. And the other team's coach told the one girl who was trying to play defense, like, just let it go, it's over. And they just let him dribble out the clock. I felt kind of bad for that girl. I don't know. I think you gotta still try, right? You know, you don't want to, like, play super hard and hurt somebody or anything. You can at least play defense. It was not ideal coaching, not just for that reason either. Oh, Pippin! Get that back. Oh, man! That was our chance. What? Not enough time. Sometimes, it's the greatest, there's just not enough time on the clock. But we held on. Winning by 33 kind of feels like a loss. We were up by more at the end of the first quarter, but that's all right. Player of the game, AC Earl. Nice work. I mean, on the other hand, we were player locking on Earl for the majority of the game. That happens. And yeah, the player of the game tends to be a pity player of the game. They tend to give it to the highest scorer. There actually was one game where our very first game, we won, but they made Kenny Anderson on the Nets the player of the game. And I don't blame him. He had 55 points. Way more than any individual player on our team had. And it was a tight game. So Rodgers, despite being player locked for 4 minutes, had 16 points on the night, compared to Earl, who was player locked for 20 minutes, 40. Let's look at all the field goal percentages. I guess Simmons, he only had 3 shots, so. Yep, one of these numbers is not like the other. Not a good night from the stripe. Earl kicking in some rebounds too. 4 blocks for Tony Massenberg. That's pretty good. 8 steals from Murdoch. Earl did have 6 assists. Not too shabby. See you tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Thursday. You'll see me Monday. Unless you want to come over and hang out tomorrow. Monday it is. Have a good night, Spitz the greatest. Thanks for watching. Let's keep looking through these stats here. At least for posterity. Once the screen is gone, I can't see them anymore. Verify. Through our shots really quick. So 88% first quarter and 65, 52. Only 53. It didn't improve much in the fourth. Massenberg, Jimmy King, 12 for 12. That's incredible. Murdoch, 11 for 12, including a 3. That's pretty incredible, too. Thank you didn't miss. Ellis didn't shoot. Rogers, not a stellar evening compared to some. And then there's Earl. AI outshot me again. These things happen. We will save the series. And then just because there was a question about it, I am going to exit and just verify for posterity. We were indeed on all-star difficulty level. And that's our game. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Monday and take on the Boston Celtics. And then Tuesday, we have the New Jersey Nets. See you then.